This was a pitcher plant that had become a zombie. Not only had its insect traps evolved acidic liquid from its fangs, capable of instantly corroding even metal, but the nectar it emitted attracted both zombies and humans. Through constant devouring, it gradually evolved, until the entire city was deserted, with no survivors. This meant it possessed a vast amount of life essence. In that case, it would be difficult for Along to die, since life essence could be used to enhance strength. Unaware of the situation, Xiako asked doubtfully, "Then we can all use it together, killing two birds with one stone." Duan Fei imagined the scene, a bead of cold sweat appearing on his forehead. "It's more suitable for the three of you to use it." Then the team entered the cave without warning. What puzzled Duan Fei was why they were suddenly moving so fast, and why the surroundings were eerily quiet. Even the previously conscious Xianyu was now silent. Then, he heard Anya calling from behind him. When Duan Fei regained consciousness, before him stood a dinosaur-like creature, its jaws agape. Luckily, Anya, with her mental abilities, was there. Otherwise, Duan Fei would have been severely injured. But upon seeing his surroundings, he was stunned. All the pitcher plants in the cave had mutated, and Xianyu had just been affected by an illusion. Duan Fei then drew his memory dagger, deciding to finish the fight quickly. Each different dragon possessed nearly Earth-level strength, and the problem wasn't just the pitcher itself, but also the plant's most formidable weapon. Duan Fei prepared to slash at the pitcher, only to find it had evolved an acidic, corrosive liquid capable of dissolving metal. Fire was the bane of plants, but after a 3-minute barrage of flames, Duan Fei discovered that the pitcher plant possessed heat resistance. Moreover, as long as its core retained energy, both the pitcher and the vines could regrow. Finally, the vines transformed into a net, attempting to pull Duan Fei into the pitcher and devour him. But just as the pitcher was about to succeed, Duan Fei deliberately jumped inside. After class, Xinyue and the others panicked instantly. No one knew what Duan Fei was up to. Then, the other insect traps began to approach the remaining 3 people and 2 beasts. Just as everyone was ready, the ground suddenly cracked, as if something was stirring up trouble underground. A series of dark shadows emerged, and Duan Fei, holding the essence of a plant zombie, surfaced. "So you can't decompose it," he said. "It really should end now." Then, roots of an evolution tree sprouted from Duan Fei's hand. The intense pressure caused Yuan Jing to curse, but she ultimately couldn't escape being devoured. Duan Fei felt his body return to its peak condition. A pop-up notification appeared, indicating he had obtained a low-level power crystal, permanently increasing his power by 10%. Now it was time to collect the spoils. Deep underground, Duan Fei led everyone to a basin emitting a rich life liquid. He first collected a bottle of clean life essence into a bottle. Then Duan Fei led Jinbao away. "We're boys, don't look." Afterwards, Duan Fei hugged Jinbao, his face full of apology. "I haven't spent much time with you lately. We've made so many friends." Meanwhile, Jinbao, soaking in the life essence, had a strange expression. "Ugh, so embarrassing. I even asked Duan Fei to absorb this stuff with me." Later, the near-death Aaron gradually regained consciousness after consuming the life essence. His burns were almost completely healed. As soon as Aaron woke up, he anxiously asked about Xinyue's condition. "Brother Long, I'm fine. Although the life essence has nourishing effects, it seems my internal injuries will take some time to heal." Aaron said apologetically, "I'm sorry, Duan Fei. I hid the fact that your sister was rescued. Duan Fei is already very grateful. Aaron, let's not talk about it anymore. I'll take you to the shelter for further treatment." However, at this moment, Sea City near the shelter was suddenly attacked by a zombie horde. When the soldiers on duty at the front contacted the headquarters of Sea City, all they heard on the other end of the line were "zombie horde" and "help." They immediately notified the commander of the large-scale zombie horde. Upon hearing the words "zombie horde," Commander Huang Shua's expression was even more panicked than the soldiers. However, an emergency meeting was immediately convened in Commander Luo Yang's shelter. "We've received a distress call from C-Type. They've almost completely fallen. "We're the closest," he said. Yet the other officers suggested ignoring it. "After all, we're not exactly close." Luo Yang's eyes sharpened. This zombie horde was no ordinary one. If C-Type had fallen, the commander would have deployed the horde to attack our shelter. Within 3 days, they might be on our outskirts. A female officer asked doubtfully, "How should we allocate the 10 elite soldiers with superpowers and the 1,000 unawakened ones?" Luo Yang replied decisively, "I've considered it. We'll send 70% of our soldiers to assist." Everyone knows the truth. The chances of those 70% returning are practically zero. At that moment, the meeting room fell silent. They were pinning their hopes on Duanfei, the god of war. Luo Yang sighed. "It's a pity he's not at the base. I understand your concerns, but with zombies rampaging, it's ultimately our hard-earned homes that will be destroyed. We've been conserving our strength precisely to deal with their bloodthirsty brutality." Just then, a knock on the door interrupted Luo Yang's speech. Chao Silong opened the door, and the dark figure behind him made him very anxious. "Commander Luo, you're back." Duanfei's appearance was far more hopeful than Luo Yang's motivational speech. The two then went to the commander's office, where Luo Yang and Duanfei explained the zombie horde situation in C. "I'll definitely help," Luo Yang said, "but I'm here to ask the commander to find a medical team to treat a friend." "Of course, no problem," Duanfei replied. "We have healing-type ability users here. Commander Luo, don't be shy in the future. I consider this my home. After all, in my previous life, Luo Yang was humanity's last ray of hope. Because of her, humanity has a place here. By the way, Duanfei, how many troops do you need to take to support such a dire situation in C?" "Duanfei, it's nothing, just don't mention it. You don't need to bring Xinu and Hsiaku. Xinu, have you found your sister yet? Duanfei needs to arrange things with Commander A Long. I'll tell you the details when I get back from City C." Along and his group were chatting in the city when they saw Duanfei return. Anya's face lit up with excitement, but Xiaku understood Duanfei's expression. "Duanfei, what happened?" After briefly explaining the situation to everyone, Duanfei instructed Along's team, "Until I get back, you stay here and take good care of the commander. I've already informed them. Xingyu, Anya, Jinbao, and Xiaobu will go together after class. C is the volunteer force until the zombie horde is completely wiped out."